Hello everyone, and welcome back to Fun with Flags and History viewers. In today's video, we will delve into the Costa Rican involvement in the Nicaraguan Revolution of 1979. Join us as we explore Costa Rica's role in supporting the Sandinistas and the impact of their involvement on the revolution and regional dynamics. Before we dive into Costa Rica's involvement, let's briefly recap the Nicaraguan Revolution. The revolution was a popular uprising against the authoritarian regime of Anastasio Somoza, who had ruled Nicaragua for decades alongside his father in the past. The Sandinista National Liberation Front, or FSLN, led the revolution, aiming to establish a socialist, possibly Marxist-Leninist government. Initially, Costa Rica maintained a neutral stance in the Nicaraguan Revolution. However, as the conflict escalated and human rights abuses by the Somoza regime became apparent, Costa Rica's position began to shift. Costa Rica played a significant role in providing humanitarian aid and support to Nicaraguan refugees fleeing the violence. Costa Rican organizations such as the Red Cross and non-governmental organizations extended assistance to those affected by the conflict. Costa Rica offered refuge to prominent Sandinista leaders, providing them with a safe haven from the Somoza regime's persecution. This support allowed the Sandinistas to organize, plan, and strategize the next steps in the revolution. As the revolution gained momentum, Costa Rica's involvement evolved beyond humanitarian aid. Let's explore the various ways Costa Rica supported the Sandinistas, aka the commies. Costa Rica provided diplomatic support to the Sandinistas by recognizing them as a legitimate political force. This recognition helped legitimize the Sandinista movement internationally and opened doors to political alliances and support. Costa Rica's support extended to providing training and military assistance to the Sandinista forces. This assistance included strategic advice, military training, albeit through the police, and the provision of weapons and equipment, albeit on a smaller scale compared to other countries, due to its demobilization efforts conducted in 1948 after the abolishment of the military on Costa Rica's end. Costa Rica also actively advocated for the Sandinistas on the international stage. Costa Rican diplomats and leaders spoke out against the Somoza regime's human rights abuses and called for its removal, further amplifying the Sandinistas' cause. Costa Rica's involvement in the Nicaraguan Revolution had a significant impact on both the revolution itself and the regional dynamics in Central America. Costa Rica's support provided a boost to the Sandinista movement, both in terms of material resources and international recognition. This support strengthened the Sandinistas' position, allowing them to gain momentum and consolidate their power. Costa Rica's involvement in the Nicaraguan Revolution had implications for regional dynamics. It heightened tensions between Costa Rica and their neighboring countries aligned with the Somoza regime, such as Honduras and El Salvador. Costa Rica's support, along with their efforts of other countries in the internal resistance, contributed to the downfall of the Somoza regime. Sandinistas eventually overthrew and assassinated Anastasio Somoza, albeit abroad, making a turning point in Nicaraguan history. Costa Rica's involvement in the Nicaraguan Revolution of 1979 played a significant role in supporting the Sandinistas and contributing to the revolution's success. Through diplomatic support, mild military assistance, and international advocacy, Costa Rica bolstered the Sandinista movement, amplifying their voices and helping them gain international recognition. However, it is important to note that Costa Rica's involvement was not without controversy, for obvious reasons. Costa Rica's support for the Sandinistas strained its relations with neighboring countries aligned with the Somoza regime. This led to regional tensions and geopolitical complexities in Central America. Furthermore, after the Sandinistas assumed power, Costa Rica faced challenges in managing the influx of Nicaraguan refugees seeking safety and opportunities. The revolution's aftermath had a direct impact on Costa Rica's social, economic, and political landscape. With the overthrow of the Somoza regime, Costa Rica faced a significant influx of Nicaraguan refugees seeking refuge from the conflict and the new Sandinista government, aligned closer with Cuba and the Soviet Union. Costa Rica had to navigate the challenges of providing humanitarian aid, shelter, and support to the refugees while balancing its own resources and stability. The revolution in Nicaragua also had economic implications for Costa Rica. As Nicaragua underwent significant political and economic changes, trade dynamics between the two countries were affected. Costa Rica had to adapt to new trade realities and establish new economic relationships. The Sandinista government's socialist policies in alignment with Cuba drew opposition from various internal and external forces. The Contras, a counter-revolutionary group supported by the United States, emerged to challenge the Sandinistas. The conflict between the Sandinista government and the Contras further destabilized the region and posed challenges for Costa Rica. Costa Rica continued to play a role in regional diplomacy, advocating for peace and stability in Nicaragua and the broader Central American region. It actively engaged in diplomatic efforts to mediate conflicts and promote dialogue between the Sandinistas and the Contras, aiming for a peaceful resolution. Costa Rica's involvement in the Nicaraguan Revolution of 1979 was a complex and multifaceted endeavor. While supporting the Sandinistas, Costa Rica provided diplomatic, some military, and humanitarian assistance, contributing to the revolution's success. However, this involvement also brought challenges such as managing the refugee crisis and navigating regional tensions. Today, the impacts of the Nicaraguan Revolution and its aftermaths continue to resonate in both Nicaragua and Costa Rica. The political, economic, and social dynamics shaped during that period have left a lasting legacy in the region. Thank you for joining us today as we explored Costa Rica's involvement in the Nicaraguan Revolution of 1979. If you found this video informative, please like, share, and subscribe to Fun with Flag and History for more historical content. Feel free to leave your comments and suggestions below, as I always read them after every video. And until next time, this is of course Frank with Fun with Flags and History. Take care, have a great day, and of course, keep exploring history.